Hospitals, 107.9 LITE-FM, your no repeat workday underway with Kickstart to a Healthy Heart and Ask a Doctor Friday. It's all about your heart health care through the month of February. Dr. Pai has joined me in studio this morning, and all your questions at 383-1079. You were saying too that a lot of celebrities have this as well too.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting as you start. Me being a kind of a regional expert on the atrial fibrillation within the valley, it's important for patients to identify with who else may have this. They're not alone. Like we mentioned, 10,000 people within the Treasure Valley have it. They can have the same, all of these people have the same looking EKG, the irregular rapid EKG of atrial fibrillation. Interestingly, half of them are debilitated by it. It can be destroy their quality of life, make them feel poorly, and they're not able to do the things that, like the caller David just called in. It really can destroy your quality of life. Fortunately, the other half don't seem to have nearly the same symptoms. Even though it's the same arrhythmia and the same EKG, it can manifest differently in different patients. Okay. Some of the celebrities that have this condition are people like Susan Lucci, the soap opera star, Gene Simmons of Kiss, George Herbert Walker Bush, the former President of the United States, Joe Biden, John Edwards, Mario Lemieux, who's a very high-functioning Canadian hockey player, played for the Penguins. I mean, these are all people that we can all relate to. Here in Boise, for those that are bothered or debilitated by the arrhythmia, we're doing a procedure, and there's an interesting piece done on us on ktvb.com, but we're doing a procedure called the pulmonary vein isolation ablation procedure, where we go inside the heart, we burn around the areas of the heart that are responsible for the atrial fibrillation and hopefully significantly reduce or diminish or potentially cure this arrhythmia and stop it from reoccurring. We've done many of these cases here in Boise, and the youngest person that we've had with atrial fibrillation within the lab has been a 21-year-old, and the oldest person has been 84. Wow. So obviously it affects a whole spectrum of patients, but the typical patient is in their 50s and 60s when they usually get diagnosed. And oftentimes it's what they call progressive. Over time it may become their normal heart rhythm. And it's important that if we're going to get a good result with an ablation type procedure, it's very important to act earlier rather than later.
So